So, what about the fundamentals of the team? How are they meshing together? You know, is there any stuff that they really need to work on as a team? Because a lot of these players used to be rivals at different schools and stuff, and now they're coming together as teammates. You know, and how do you take those kind of rivals and make them work together as teammates? You know, especially guys that don't really know each other a lot of times. They're coming in new, and you know they're having to work together for the first time with these people. You know, especially being the first season. What's the best way you're going to bring these together?
What I'm going to do to make sure that this gels together we're going to be strict. Okay, we got rules, okay, that these guys will have to follow. Along with the diverse group of people that we have on our team for school-wise, I think we have an advantage. Like I said earlier, we got some of the best players in Pensacola, Scambia, and Santa Rosa area trying out for this team. And for this being the first day of us all getting together, I was very pleased with what I saw with all the different players out there. They were gelling. They were, you know, giving each other advice on what to do to make things a little bit easier for them out there. So I was very impressed with it.
And what about opportunities beyond this team? You know, in Pensacola, there's only 2 affiliated teams in all of this city, and that's one of them's us, the Panhandle Crusaders, the other being the Pensacola Ice Pilots. So players that are coming in and want an opportunity not just to play for us, but maybe to have potential to move up in these football and go to a higher level. You know, what kind of opportunities does this present to them?
You know, I watched a show once. It was Derek Brooks' show, and a gentleman called and asked a question about moving to that next level, what he could do to get seen. And the answer was from Derek Brooks was the semi-pro teams, arena league teams. We have an advantage, the Panhandle Crusaders. We have an advantage over all these other programs because we do have an affiliation with the Mississippi Mudcats. For anybody that wants to move up to that next level, the opportunity is great here. Everything that we do gets sent to them. Stats, the times, everything gets sent to them. So the opportunity for them to advance to the next level is great for them.
And speaking of the affiliation, I know that the deal the Panhandle Crusaders has with the Mississippi Mudcats is that once a month, y'all can send up a player for a 2-day contract with the Mississippi Mudcats where they go practice for 2 days, and if it works out, they can get signed. If not, they come back and play for the Crusaders. So it sounds like a great opportunity for anybody that's, you know, wanting to try out and wants to move up the level there and go to something higher, you know. And if not, they can still play for us and get better, and maybe next month have another opportunity. And also, in the pipe, they're working on a deal with the Canadian Football League, and the coaches and owners have been invited to a combine with the Canadian Football League and hoping to get an affiliation with that. So that may be another opportunity where players have a chance to move up. So if anybody out there is looking for a team where you're like, hey, I want to play, but also I want to have opportunities to go higher, you know, this is your chance. You know, you don't have to go to a college or get signed by a college or a pro to get there. You can come with us, and we'll see where we can take you. Well, Coach Walker, we'd like to thank you for being on the show this month, and hopefully we'll see you next month on the show. And you know, any parting words for the audience?
Come see the Crusaders. Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Hi, I'm Mike Freeman, voice of the Panhandle Crusaders. We'd like to invite you and your family to come out and join us for the 2008 Deep South Football League All-Star Game being played in Pensacola, Florida on May 31st at Escambia High School. Tickets can be purchased on February 20th at panhandlecrusader.com, or you can purchase by credit card at alternativetickets.com. Come on out and let's get medieval. The Panhandle Crusaders Coaches Corner is brought to you by RDH Productions. Welcome back. Right now we have 2 defensive line with us, Brett Boyette and Rustin Peck, and would like to get to know y'all a little bit better right now. I understand y'all both play for Pace High School, and they made a good run at the playoffs there. And why don't you tell us a little bit about that? And I understand the story involves a little Tim Tebow action there. Why don't you tell us that, Rustin?
We're in the regional semifinals, and we were blessed enough in the bracket to travel to Nice High School and face Tim Tebow from his home crowd. And he pretty much single-handedly dominated us up and down the field. He passed, ran, whatever it took. And many times we hitting with everybody we had, and there wasn't nothing we could do about it. He just dominated the game. So we fell a little bit short, but we played hard.
Brett, do you feel this run with the pace as they went off the playoffs and stuff like that has prepared you for the next level, being the Panhandle Crusaders?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Pace don't play no small teams, and we travel to wherever to play whoever, and a lot of guys who we played against, a lot of guys who I've hit and everything playing at Florida State, Auburn, and I've definitely been tested, through everything, so it definitely helps.
And Rustin, you've been with the team for a couple practices now, a couple combines. What's your feeling about your teammates and how the teams come together and the Crusaders in general? What's your general feeling about all that?
I feel really well that a lot of our athletes out there are great. DBs and wide receivers, outstanding hands, speed. They got it all. And we're a little undersized up front, but we're quick, we're good. We got a lot of heart. So I feel really good about it. And I think we'll do really well this year.
And Brett, we know playing at Pace, you've played under Coach Mickey Lindsay, who I happened to play under in high school. And how do you compare the coaching staff that you've had at Pace with the coaching staff that you're dealing with now at the Panhandle Crusaders? What's your feeling on that?
Coach Lindsay, definitely a great man on and off the field, and a great coach, and he definitely has a great coaching staff as well. And with some of the guys coaching now here, you can definitely see some of him coming out and everything. And I love it. And it's intense style of coaching, always on the hop and everything, and hard hitting. So I'm looking forward to it.
The Panhandle Crusaders Coaches Corner is brought to you by Sports and More. Right now we have John Fleming and Kevin King, and John, we understand that you were appointed to us from the Mississippi Mudcats, and having gone to their combines and being around ours, and how did you get from the Mississippi Mudcats to be appointed to the Panhandle Crusaders? Why don't you go into that for a little bit?
He told me that I needed to go, some more time, so he told me to come down here and play for the Crusader. So I was willing because I wanted to learn more about football. So one day, Paul called me up, and I was willing to come.
And also, we have Kevin King with us here right now, wide receiver for the Panhandle Crusaders. And we understand you played for West Florida High School back in the day, and also you went on to play for another local football team. And how do you compare the experience you've had with previous teams with the Panhandle Crusaders?
Playing at West Florida was more of a small school, so I didn't actually get out to play a lot of the bigger inner city schools. And now playing with the Wolfpack, it gave me a chance to meet a lot of players there and also get to know Coach Paul. And then to come with the Crusaders, like I played for Coach Will since I was younger, and they seem to be more disciplined, like they have more geared towards that and getting the discipline part down first before putting on pads and everything, just way people not run around crazy.
And Kevin, we understand you have some collegiate background too. Why don't you elaborate on that as far as how is that getting you ready for playing for the next level, which would be the Panhandle Crusaders?
Well, to start off, is it gets you more towards the mental part. Like you go in as a kid and they teach you to grow up real quick on the field and off the field. And then you can take things from there. The one main things that I learned on the field is just like how crisp the routes need to be, or how your timing has to be for the things to go down together. And that's what I like about the way that the coaches run it here, is that they get us all out there and try and get us all on the same page as soon as possible. This way everything's falling together when we need it to.
So you're saying they really get the fundamentals buried deep down, so.
Yeah, they break you down and build you back up from scratch to make sure that the fundamentals are sound, because you can be the greatest athlete, but if your fundamentals aren't there, it doesn't do you any good.
Exactly. The Panhandle Crusaders Coaches Corner is brought to you by Sport Shots of Northwest Florida.